Hello, this is John for the last match of this league, and let's jump right into it. We lost the die roll, and let's see what's happening. So we just finished the match against this red-white prison, Boros Nahiri, whatever you want to call it, and we're very relieved that we could get a win against it. And we won 2-1, but I don't know, maybe with a bit more skills, we could have gone 2-0 with a different action on game 2 with this combo. I'm not very happy how I play this league overall. I would say it's mainly because we're playing against deck that are not very established deck, in a way that it's probably the first or second time that I play this kind of deck. But well, that's not an excuse anyway. In here, we're just gonna get a mulligan. Are we? We have one land, one tap land. Let's think about it. We have one land, one tap land. We have double, so we can tap land first and then do sleight of hand, hopefully get a second land. Then we have another Serum Vision, we have a Pact of Negation backup, we have a dead card, and we potentially have the combo. I will keep it. I actually will keep it. We have a lot of dig here. A lot of dig. Let's keep it. And we're on the play, which is we're on the draw, which might help us here. If we just top deck another land, it's gonna be even. So we have a lot of digging. We have a draw from the fact that we're on the draw, and we have a scry, we have double, we have a protection, we have 1.5 piece of combo, and we face a Scalding Tarn, which means that our Pact of Negation looks good here. So what are we up against? Blue-white Serum Vision, I'm assuming. And we're having another of these aggro kind of things. Alright, so how do our hand is looking against this deck? Probably not great. And we're having a guide, so we're just gonna have to do nothing here. And yes, of course, we want to land on the top of the library. Next turn is going to be double cantrip. Hopefully we can set up a nice next few turn. Okay, so it seems to be a little bit slower than what we faced last time. They might still be able to kill us turn 3 anyway. We'll have Angel Grace as a backup. I don't know if we want to keep one white for the Angel Grace backup. I don't think so. It doesn't seem to be aiming for a turn 3 kill, especially miss a land drop. So how do we do it here? What do we want to do? We want to have mana. We already have a land that we're gonna play anyway, so I think we're happy to do Serum Vision first and Sleight of Hand, or Sleight of Hand. What I don't like with doing Vision and Sleight of Hand is that if we have many cards that we want to do, both cards we want on top, we won't be able to. So I'll just do Sleight of Hand first. That's something that could be thought, prior to any match. How works the interaction between Vision and Sleight of Hand? That's not something that I really put much thought about. I always try to figure it out on the spot. So Fraction of Life, of course. It's going to be great in that matchup. And then, so hopefully we can set up a land so we can get a Fear Action alive next turn. Okay, we do have a land, not the one we wanted. Mystical Teaching. How do we go with Mystical Teaching here? I think if we do turn 3 Fear Action alive with a Simian Spirit Guide, then turn 4 we won't be able to do Teaching. That's a lot of tap land we have here. But we have Spoil of the Vault. I think let's rely on Spoil of the Vault for the combo. So bottom. And do we want this as a land? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll put on top and pass the turn. Yes, because 5 mana is enough for us to combo. And the great thing is, if we do Fear Action Life with spoils for Ad Nauseam, because we have the Lab Maniac in play, we could be very safe. Whatever we exile, there's still the chance of exhaling Seaman Spirit Guide that I always miss. But yeah, so let's see. Let's not put too much thought right here, so we don't get too confused. I'll open. Okay, so I'll be happy to not play Phyrexian Unlife now and do a Scryland and not killing our Seaman Spirit Guide. Since 15 damage next turn, it's definitely possible, but I don't think we want to exile a Seaman Spirit Guide just for that scenario. So, Scryland here, so that we can scry land and Phyrexian Unlife next turn. What do we want to do? Blue or white or black? I am tempted to go for black because depending on what we have next turn, we might want to put on a... if we have a plane, we can still have our double black. So I'm going for black here. Serum Vision. Next turn we won't be able to Serum Vision. And I think it's enough because we want to do Phyrexian Unlife next turn. Then we want to spoil for Ad Nauseam end of our opponent's turn, so we can cast Ad Nauseam and go for it. So Serum Vision is not gonna help us because we won't have space for it. We would have space. No, we would have space for it when the turn we do our spoil. So we're gonna put it on top. Okay, pass the turn. Hopefully we just don't die. And we have Angel Grace, so we can still survive anyway. Storm Chaser Mage. I don't think it's gonna be enough if he wants to kill us that turn. And our opponent is looking rather slow here, which is great. He can still have a bolt here and get some damage through, but he doesn't. Alright, so we are going to Tempo. We are going to Tempo, and next turn we'll have Vision Spoils to do. Another Vision, yes, because we can do Vision Spoils. I'll put it on top. And that's not gonna be great. He might have a Spell Pierce here. If you have a Spell Pierce, I guess... No, he doesn't. Okay. So we're looking good here. Storm Chaser Mage. It's going for some damage. Maybe Set Adrift. Ooh. Put target non-up on top of its owner's library. That's great. That's great. Was not expecting this, and however, it's gonna trigger the price. It does not matter. Honestly, I think it doesn't matter at all. On top of it, so we're just gonna draw it, and the price trigger are not gonna be enough. But that's a card I was not expecting at all, and he could have surprised us because Angel Grace is not castable at this stage. So what I mean by it doesn't matter is we still have the mana to cast spoils, and we definitely need the Phyrexian Unlife here. If he has another of that thing, I don't think he can delve that much though. 6, nope, he need one more. Okay. Do we want to do this? Yes, we want to do this. So we're just gonna be delayed, and we're just gonna do this spot at the end of opponent's turn and just hope to be lucky and get Ad Nauseam not too far off. Storm Chaser Mage. Okay, so now he's heading towards kill. In terms of he has more than 7. He still doesn't have 7. He has 3 cards in hand. He's gonna draw, of course you can draw. Anyway, 7 doesn't kill us because of the Phyrexian, but he might have some trick. 3, does he have the Set Adrift again? Oh, beautiful. He has another Set Adrift, and here we've made a big mistake. Big mistake, because we tapped out our white mana. We should have done and then we could have Angel Grace here. So we're just gonna die here because of me. So instead, we're just going to Pact of Negation. We're just going to Pact of Negation, and we're still good to go. Okay. So let's turn off auto yield. We're just gonna spoil of the vault at the end of the turn. Actually, no. Yeah, because if we keep the white mana open, then we don't have the black for spoil. So we did correctly. I'm a bit tangled with my thinking here. And spoil for Ad Nauseam, untap Ad Nauseam with Simian Spirit Guide, and hopefully it's gonna be good enough. Otherwise, we are pretty much dead. Ad Nauseam. So we're on -2. Okay. -19, that doesn't look good at all. But let's see. This time, let's see where we've excelled. We have one Simian Spirit Guide only. We exile Lightning Storm. We still have Lab Maniac. We have 3 left. I think we're good to go. Okay. Just because we have our Maniac in Pact of Negation in here. That's a problem. We could do Angel Grace. Okay, that's the problem. So if we have to do Angel Grace, but if we do that, do we have enough mana? That's this Exile Lightning Storm is screwing us here. But we're gonna do Adnos Angel Grace. No problem with that. And see what we can do. No, I don't want to pay the pact. Lotus Bloom. We in -19. Okay, so we're just gonna we're going to pass the turn here because 1, 2, 3. No, why I didn't do Ad Nauseam? Yeah, because if I do Ad Nauseam, I can't pay for the pact. And I need okay. I just try to put my thoughts straight because it's a very weird scenario. We have sleight of hand here. What do we need? Because we might just not die next turn. He might not be able to do 10 damage. A land would be helpful. We can technically draw it straight away out of. So that's going at the bottom, and that's going on top. We want to draw that. Put on top of the library, yes, and we're just gonna get it with sleight of hand and put it in our hand, play it, and pass the turn. I don't think we want to play Lab Maniac here. If we play Lab Maniac, I just realized that I might have missed the Maniac combo with Direction and Life. Okay, let's go. Might have realized that. Okay, so it's getting a lot of things are happening here. I'm a bit lost in my thought. That's already 10 minutes, and that's only game 1. Too many things happened. I got very confused. We might still live here. If he has a bolt, it's not enough. It's gonna do 9 infects, but he has 4 cards in hand. 4 cards is a lot of cards. Storm Chaser Mage. No, a bolt is enough. And he's attacking. And any block. Nope. Alright. And we are going through our turn. Okay, we might just be very lucky here. Alright, so now I'm gonna do Ad Nauseam and go for the Maniac kill. Let's see whether he has something to do here. Ad Nauseam. Might have just a Dispel or something. There is no point. If he has a spell, Pierce anywhere, this thing enters tapped. Okay, I'll just pause and come back later. Alright, we win that game. I don't think we deserve it, but we go through the game with a maniac kill. Okay, sideboarding now. I saw he spell snared my prism when I was doing my shenanigans, so he does have counterspell. Spell snare is not a problem at all. He will probably bring this spell. No ley line. No ley line. Even though bolt and these kind of things, I think it's not worth it. Thoughtseize, Slaughter Pact. It's useful. We could try. Let's try that card in the deck here, because if we manage to drop this, it's gonna be. We should be able to hold off. Gain 5 life a turn pretty much and be able to block. I'm sure it's gonna be useful. Pact of Negation, Giga Draws, Echoing Truth for after pump. If we can Echoing Truth is great. Negate, I don't think so. 3 cards to remove. Once again, sorry mate, but I don't know what you're trying to do here. Mystical Teaching out. Spores helped us a lot again. Mikokoro can be out. And we have one. Furion Life is great. Lab Maniac, we need everything. We could remove the Dragon Lord Dromoka here. I think it's going to surprise our opponent a lot if we manage to do this. And I wouldn't be against putting in turn as early as we can, even if we need to crack a Bloom. What can he do about it? He can bounce it. That would be pretty bad because of that card. Yeah, let's not play it because of this card that bounce things. Because if we crack a Bloom just to get this, hoping we're gonna win the game out of it, and he bounced it, we're not happy with that. So I remain 3 packed. I don't want to bring the full suit here because he's probably not playing that many counterspell. That's an aggro deck. So just keeping the 4 packed. The 3 main pack should be enough. Because I really want all my mana rocks here. Otherwise I could just deck submit it, yeah. Otherwise I could just remove 2. And bring Bosechu Pact. That could be something we could do. Well, let's see if we ever get to game 3. We could do something like that. Well, yeah. I don't know if we had a window for the Maniac kill with Maniac / Spell skill. I don't know if we had a window. I don't remember, but I think we had one, which is pretty bad for us not to think about it. I like the hand. Cantrip, interaction, had a piece of combo already in hand. Slaughter Pact for good interaction. Pact of Negation. We'll keep. I'm just gonna speed it up though, because we have 13 if we want to go to game 3. We need some time. Always yield to that. Just gonna F6 here. So double bubble, which is good. He's not using it for his trigger. And do we want to go for tempo? So we have spells. I'm rather do tempo here. No rush. Because I don't want to hurt myself too much with this land. Yes, we're gonna need some land help. Yes, put on top. I want some land here. And I have black, white. A spring guy, so we have 4 mana. And our opponent didn't cast a creature turn 1. So, which is great. So it means he doesn't have any, I guess, or maybe he has some 2 mana cost, and we can slow the pact. This at some point. Not too early, of course. And he's looking at a hand. Is he gonna pass the turn here? Like really no creature to cast? That would be very good news. But no. He's going for the Monastery Swift Spear. He's going for 1. And what we're gonna do first is cantrip, try to accelerate a little bit. Does he have, maybe he has a counter or something. And it might be smart to cast it now because he knows that I have a Pact of Negation. And we have Spoil Ad Nauseam. Blah 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 blah. We don't have any scry effect, so a second spoil. So I am Ad Nauseam. I'm taking Spoil because I have already a Ad Nauseam, and Spoil can be a bit more useful later on. I get a Plane or a City of Brass. Don't think it matters. I'll just take a City of Brass here. Passed up. That's not a great sleight of hand here, but if we can scry something, if we can know the top deck, we'll just definitely gonna use one spoil for that. Now what we could do here, we could spoil for Fury Action and Life at the end of this turn. That's risky because we have only 3. We might want to wait, because the thing is, if we wait one more turn, and we choked on mana, so I'm wondering if we need to act here and try something. But our opponent is not looking good. It's not looking good. So we can just Simian Spirit Guide is okay. We had 5 mana. So in that case, we might want to try. We might want to try here to spoil for Fury Action and Life, because we do have 5 mana for the Ad Nauseam. I think I'm gonna do it. I think I like this kind of line of play, this gambling line of play. The problem is, so Snapcaster Mage is great. Git Action Probe, okay, that's not that great now that I realize that, but it's gonna get 4 damage in, so 13. And at 13 we have 12 cards that we're gonna use a City of Brass to cast Fury Action and Life next turn. So 1 less. We don't need to if we want to use a Simian Spirit Guide, but I would say now we're in really good shape, because even we have not that much chance to exile too many Simian Spirit Guide. We have a chance to exile our Wincon, but I want to do it. I really want to do it. I don't know if it's smart, but I really want to do it, because then he's attacking, and then we're not looking that good in terms of mana and everything. So I want my Fury Action. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Spoil of the Void for Fury Action and Life. Let's gamble. Let's just gamble. It worked in the past. Fury Action and Life. We are 13 life and we are -8. Okay, so we just die here. Let's see what was our top deck. I like looking at whether it cost us the game or not. Prism, blah blah blah, Ad Nauseam. So no white piece of combo at all. Angel Grace was here. So I think the game was lost. The game was lost if we don't attempt to spoil, and if we rely just on top decking our thing. The game was completely lost. So we are very happy that we've attempted to go for Fury Action and Life, because that was the best line of play here. Angel Grace was way too far. Okay, beginning sideboarding. I think we're happy with that. A Thoughtseize could be great here if we can Thoughtseize a creature. We're on the play. If we do turn 1 Thoughtseize, it would be good. It would be good. But what do we remove? Always the same problem. I think because we have Slow the Pack, we can get rid of creature. I'm happy to carry on with that deck. And yes, we would like to go first. And Angel Grace spoils, a lot of cantrip. A City of Brass turn 1 is gonna be a bit painful, but that's a keep. Triple sleight of hand. Okay, City of Brass going through and unfortunately getting some damage here. And we're gonna get Temple of Deceit, gonna get lands. And happy to see the Lab Maniac at the bottom. F6. Happy because if we want to spoil for Ad Nauseam, we know we're not gonna exile it. That's great news. Turn 1 Serum Vision, great news. And what do? Do I want to lose one more life from the City of Brass? Or do I just want to Deceit pass? I will lose. I will lose a life. Let's be aggressive, even though yes, our opponent, I'm sure, is happy to see us doing this. Pact of Negation, so let's count the number of mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we can take a Pact of Negation here, because we're most likely gonna get into another mana, and Pact is gonna be important. So we're gonna scry. Fear, Action, and Life. Yes. That's great. We can't Fear, Action, and Life next turn, but that's a great card against that matchup. And it requires us to have less mana to combo. Storm Chaser attacking for 1 that turn. So Prism is gonna enter turn 4. He's gonna actually enter right now because Fear, Action, Life cannot be cast here. Yes, of course, we are not gonna slide of hand, and we're just gonna get Prism while we can. It's gonna hurt again, but I'm pretty sure we're good here. Let's scry first to see what we can do. Okay, 1 is enough, and we're gonna get some damage again. Yes, black. Pay 1. Blue. Yes, I didn't screw up. Okay. It's not looking bad at all. We have spoils for Ad Nauseam. We know Smash to Smithereen. That's terrible. And the problem is, even if we exile this thing, remove the counter, we can't remove the card. So the Smash to Smithereen is a great card. It's a great effect here. 3 damage plus something, so it's going to 5 altogether. Do we want to do something here? We could Pact Grace, and if we do that, we don't need Grace. And we keep our mana. I'm happy with that. I think we need to be proactive here. Pact Grace. We're gonna have to lose another life, but Pact Grace is looking very good. Let's do that. Pact Grace. Turn off auto yield. So he's only going for 2 here. And white mana always yield. Grace. Prevent. No, I don't want to pay. That's the whole point. And we're just gonna double cantrip, and we're gonna dig as far as we can. Sleight of hand first. Slaughter Pact is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're good in mana. So we want to have some interaction put in hand. And let's dig even more. We draw a Darkslick Shore, which is great. City of Brass, Pact of Negation, and I'm tempted to bring the Pact of Negation here. So in which order we want to get it? So I don't remember if we've played a land that turn. I don't think so, so we can do this. So we want our City of Brass first. So put on top and put on top. So we actually ready. Oh, but we're gonna spoil here. Damn it! I can't remove. Yeah, okay. Pact on top and this at the bottom, because spoil is gonna exile things. And let's not forget to play land and pass the turn. F6. I might, yeah, because I'm trying to be a bit fast, so I didn't take everything into consideration. It's already 30 minutes in that game. Thought Scour. Right. It might be a spot where we want to pact neg. Slow the pact, that card. I hope he's doing a... I really hope he's popping. He's doing a pump spell here. Really hope so. What is he planning to do? Because we can just delay our Fear Action and Life. No problem with that. Okay, he's thinking Mana of Spear. So that's not great, because ideally we would have seen some pump here. No, and if it's another creature, it's not great at all. He's gonna do Set Adrift on the Prism. 4, so that's 4 mana left. Alright. Set Adrift. But Set, it's a bounce effect. This thing is a bounce effect. Put target non-land permanent on top of its owner library. It's a bounce effect, so we are happy with that. And do we want to slow the pact, the Storm Chaser? Yes, I think it's gonna be great if we do that. No, technically we don't need to do it that early. We have, it's 0 mana. Let's take the damage here. Alright, so what we could do is we could do Prism and Fear Action and Life, but it requires us to use 1. What do we want to do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that will still be 5. So that will still be okay. It's a bit tight in mana, because they can ramp us 1. That's just that might be enough. If we, let's say we top deck Ad Nauseam, that would just be enough. So is this Set Adrift bounce non-land permanent? So what can we do? 5 minutes. I would say I will go for that line of play. The line of play when I play both, and I only have 1, which is anyway all that we need. So blue, black, Pentat Prism, and blue, some white, very painful, blue, Fear Action and Life, and pass the turn. We don't F6 here. And we still have our pact. Slow the pact. Maybe we should have slow the pact, turn off auto yield. Maybe you should have slow the pact while he was tapped out. And it's not doing anything. Pretty good. Pact of Negation, which is really good. Pass turn. Pass turn here. And we're gonna spoil for Ad Nauseam. He's going through pump. Okay, so we can spoil off the vault for Ad Nauseam at the end of the turn, untap, go for it. We're gonna have a land drop out of it. We know that we don't exile the Maniac. We have 4 Simian Spirit Guide left. That's leave us a good. It's a fairly good. In here, he's going for 4. Let's see if he's doing something. No, he's not. So I want to go for it here. I want to go for it here, and it's important that I go for it now, because yes. Anyway, we need to draw that Ad Nauseam. That's I'm always feel really safe. Spoiling for Ad Nauseam, because anyway we need to draw it, so if it's far at the bottom we would lose the game regardless. So let's spoil of the vault here for Ad Nauseam. There's absolutely no case where he would counter spoil of the vault, because he might as well counter whatever I get from it. If he's hesitating, he has a counter spell. We have one pact. Hopefully he doesn't have two. That might be the reason why he's holding so much mana, and that's not great. Ad Nauseam. Alright, we are at 1, and we are now at -1. Well, that's pretty good. What did we exile? We exiled a couple of land. Okay. We are all set. So our opponent, yeah, he might have the drift thingy. 1, 2, 3, yeah, he can do it. We can pact it. If we pact it, we win the game, because we're gonna go with Lightning Storm. Nothing prevents us to go with Lightning Storm here. We haven't exiled anything meaningful. So I really hope he's going for the drift shenanigan, because he's gonna have to tap out for it. And we have 4 minutes left to combo, and he's not doing anything. Okay. Let's get our draw, and let's go for Ad Nauseam and see. -1, it's not a problem. We get an infect for that. Black, and we're going Ad Nauseam here. Spell-Pierce, Pact of Negation, and is it gonna work? Is he hesitating? Ooh, it resolves. He might have something else. Double counter spell. Deprive, beautiful deprive. He has double counter in his hand, so it's gonna work very well. Alright, we're not dead. We are not dead. Player land, pass the turn. So double counter spell, that's what. And Spell-Pierce here. It worked. So let's see if we die. If not, I'm happy not to do Slow the Pact, simply because if we top deck Ad Nauseam, we're also ready to go again. So I guess that's probably my mistake. My sideboarding is probably too conservative or not enough conservative, depending how we see it in terms of counterspell. I should probably play the full suite of Pact of Negation and Bosechu. Bosechu is a land on top of that, so he's tapping out. Hopefully. Set Adrift again. This card has done so much damage here. Oh, that's flashback. I didn't see that. What's the flashback cost? I didn't know that card. It's probably a new card, am I correct? Yes. Cans of Taki is relatively new. What's the flashback cost? Delve. Oh, sorry. That's the Snapcaster Mage flashback. Okay, there's nothing we can do here. If he bounces it, we just die outright. We are negative life. So we lose against that deck again. Okay, so that's something. That's these kind of decks are difficult because they have a pressure, even though we haven't seen that pressure in that game. They have a pressure and some interaction with counterspell, so we can concede here. Slow the Pact is not going to do anything. We have completed the league and we ended up 3-2. So we just did. Oh, I didn't get any reward. I am correct saying that we should get rewards by getting a 3-match. Okay, that's all right. I'll sort this out later. So we won the first match, then 3 and 4, and we lose only against Match 2 and 5. Match 2, I can't even remember. That was the same kind of deck. There was blue-red aggro. I don't know how I'm gonna name them, but I think I'm gonna name them the same. Well, that was a very weird meta. I was expecting to see some John Dredge Bun Affinity Infect. None of them in 5 match, so we'll see how it goes for the next league. Now I'm gonna have a few days break now that I've completed this 5 match. Just before I will do the wrap up, just a few minutes wrap up and record our match and everything. Just sort it out about my reward and things like that. Maybe it's hidden. No, it's not. Okay. And thank you for watching. I'm overall, I don't think I've played great over this league overall, and I would say mainly because all these decks are fairly new to me, which means that I had a lot of thinking to do, and I got a bit tangled in a few of my thinkings. I hope it was still alright to watch, and I ended up doing something not too suboptimal at the end. But hopefully I can learn from it, and I should be able to be a bit more confident in my line of play in the future. Thank you very much for watching. Let's see each other in soon in a wrap up, and then we'll start with League 4. And in this League 4, we'll see what we do with our deck. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.